Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Why is that on there? It's not normally on the bottom there. Can I make that disappear? I'm not sure. How do I do this now? Is it something to do with that? Is that live chat? Yeah. Oh, live chat. Okay, well that's made that disappear. Welcome to the channel of love. A little bit blue tacky behind me here. Okay. And it's a little bit noisy, but let's do a reading. I'm not sure about this lighting today. What do you think? Okay, well it is what it is. Is that alright now? Okay, tarot cards. Psychic tarot and villains tarot. Oh my goodness, my eye's twitching again. It's my right eye. It's the eyelid is twitching. Oh my goodness, it's all coming up like weirdly. The messages. Something doesn't look right with the setup. Hi Bella, looking fabulous, darling. Thank you. Grand Rising, Bella. Should we have a look and see what the energy is like today, or what the story is really? Because this energy may not be your energy. It's just the energy that the divine wants us to look into. Okay, to assist. How may we serve? How may we assist? I'm sure normally your comments come up like in little bubbles. Do they not? Well, all I'm seeing is like the writing. So, and it's not disappearing. Not I want your comments to disappear, but no. Oh, disappeared and came back again. Let's have a look at... I wanted to do a Celtic cross. We can do a Celtic cross. Do I have room to do a Celtic cross? I think so. The Power of Intention. I have this book. I've kept this book out, so... I feel a bit chesty. Strange, but true. I'm not doing a dance. I'm wondering whether or not to read from the book or to pull the cards first. I'll pull the cards first. My belly's rumbling. Yeah, your comments are still staying up. So. What did it say about Guy at the beginning? It came up with a message about live chat and about guarding your privacy. But it's like not making your comments disappear. So as they're rising up, it's going to like cover my face. Grand Rising, Bella. I'm singing this old man, he played one. He played knick-knack on my drum. With a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. There's the cards. Okay. The Power of Intentions. Bella, have you got a number? Give me a number. Any number. I mean, you can go up to 240 odd. Give me a number, Bella. Number 6. Okay, we'll read this part. I'll start at the top. I giggle because it took me to like blue writing. I thought, am I going to be reading, or are we carrying on from where I left off? But I don't think we are. Oh, we are. Because I said inspirited was the last word. So we're carrying on from where we left off, Bella. Okay. At this point, as I'm writing about my excitement of realising a long obscured truth, I know that intention is a force that we all have within us. Intention is a field of energy that flows invisibly beyond the reach of our normal, everyday habitual patterns. It's there even before our actual conception. We have the means to attract this energy to us and experience life in an exciting new way. Okay, the next part's called Where is this field called intention? But I want to have a look and see what the card says here, what we're talking about. Page of Wands. Well, where is this field of intention? No, where is this field called intention? Look, he's got Aladdin's magical lamp here. How do I use this? Page of Wands. Researchers believe that our intelligence, creativity and imagination interact with the energy field of intention rather than being thoughts or elements in our brain. The brilliant scientist David Bohm writing in Wholeness and the Implicate Order, suggested that all ordering influence and information is present in an invisible domain or higher reality and can be called upon in times of need. I found thousands of examples of these kinds of conclusions in the research and reading I did. If scientific evidence appeals to you, I suggest that you read The Field, The Quest for the Secret Force of the Universe by Lynn McTaggart. Her book is filled with studies supporting the existence of a higher, faster energy dimension or field of intention that can be tapped into and used by everyone. The answer to where is this field is there's no place that it's not, because everything in the universe has intention built into it. This is true for all life forms, whether it be a wildebeest, a rosebush or a mountain. A mosquito has intent built into its creation and life experience. A tiny acorn with no apparent power to think or make plans for its future contains intention from the invisible field. If you cut the acorn open, you won't see a giant oak tree, but you know it's there. An apple blossom in the springtime appears to be a pretty little flower, yet it has intent built into it and will manifest in the summer as an apple. Intention doesn't err. The acorn never turns into a pumpkin. Pumpkin? Or the apple blossom into an orange. Every aspect of nature, without exception, has intention built into it, and as far as we can tell, nothing in nature questions its path of intent. Nature simply progresses in harmony from the field of intention. We too are intended from the energy of this field. There is what some call a future pool in the DNA that's present at conception in each of us. In the moment of our conception, when an infinitely tiny drop of human protoplasm combines with an egg, life in physical form begins, and intention directs the growth process. Our body structure, the shape of our physical features, our development, including our aging, are intended in that one moment of conception. The sagging skin, the wrinkles, and even our death are all there. But wait, what exactly happens at the moment of conception? Where did this life, born of intention, begin? As we examine that seed-egg dance, attempting to discover its origin, moving backwards towards creation, we first find molecules, then atoms, then electrons, then subatomic particles, and then subatomic particles. Ultimately, were we to put these tiny quantum subatomic particles into a particle accelerator and collide them, trying to put our finger on the source of life, we'd discover what Einstein and his scientific compatriots discovered. There's no particle at the source. Particles do not create more particles. The source, which is intention, is pure, unbounded energy, vibrating so fast that it defies measurement and observation. It's invisible without form or boundaries. So at our source, we are formless energy. And in that formless, vibrating spiritual field of energy, intention resides. On a lighter note, I know it's there, since somehow it managed to get into a drop of sperm and an ovarian egg and determine that my hair will no longer grow on my head after 25 years. And in 50 years, it will grow in my nose and ears, and all I, the observer, can do is watch it and snip it away. This field of intent can't be described with words, for the words emanate from the field, just as do the questions. That placeless place is intention, and it handles everything for us. It grows my fingernails, it beats my heart, it digests my food, it writes my books, and it does this for everyone and everything in the universe. This reminds me of an ancient Chinese story I love, told by Chiang Tzu. There once was a one-legged dragon called Hu. How on earth do you manage those legs? He asked a centipede. I can hardly manage one. Matter of fact, said the centipede, I do not manage my legs. There's a field invisible and formless that manages it all. The intention of this universe is manifested in zillions of ways in the physical world, and every part of you, including your soul, your thoughts, your emotions, and of course the physical body that you occupy, are a part of this intent. So if intention determines everything in the universe and is omnipresent, meaning there's no place that it's not, then why do so many of us feel disconnected from it so frequently? And even more important, if intention determines everything, then why do so many of us lack so much of what we'd like to have? Okay. I feel like I'm going to stop there. I could carry on, but I don't feel drawn to. So let's have a look at this Celtic cross. So we're talking about magic. Page of Wands. He's wanting to know more. He's curious, inquisitive. The page is very active on wanting to gather information. Okay, so what's your challenge? True love in reverse. It's meant to be on its side, but true love in reverse. It's meant to be on its side. That's how you lay it down. So as I pick it up, I would normally expect to see that upright. Passion. Well, there's two different women in this picture. That's a challenge. Surrendering to divine intention. What's meant to be will be. So we're talking about this Aladdin's lamp. Making a wish. I'd say you're wishing for true love. But is that what you have? Because it was in reverse, and I feel there's more of a toxic energy. Like she's the one who looks like she's got the wedding dress on. So a karmic energy. So I don't know what I said there. A karmic energy I was meant to have said. That's what's blocking the way. It's getting in the way of your wishes coming true. True love. That's the challenge. Okay. What happened in the past? The Eight of Wands. This is lots of messages coming through, but I felt there was like a magic potion. In the past, it feels like there was a magic potion in the air. Okay. So, if you see that true love is in reverse and that's the challenge, it was once upright. So things felt really good. Felt like this masculine like always wishes to come true. It is what he wishes for, true love. But maybe he feels he was put under a spell and that it was just an illusion. But that's the card of lots of divine messages coming through. So the current energy is death. Okay. Well, I feel like you didn't trust the magic. You didn't trust the feeling, the truthness in it. Because I feel like you're just about to throw this away. Death. It's like the masculine's thrown away his wishes. His wish for true love. I don't know though, because it's still swirling here, look. You see the swirling around energy here? Magic is still in the air. Or magic is still doing its job. Let's look at what's assisting behind the scenes, the devil. Contrast. Okay, through the contrast you receive clarity. By not just witnessing, but experiencing and living what you don't want, you then know what you do want, and then rockets of desire are then sent out to the universe. The intention that you want a better life. Okay. The future, which does look quite happy. It's the Knight of Wands. Okay, so I feel this is more maybe the Divine Feminine's energy. Well, it's not a bad magic, it's a good magic. But you've got the Page of Wands. And like I said, he's very like inquisitive, wanting more information. And then we've got the Knight of Wands, which is the one, I'd say that the knights are always under the order of the king or the queen, okay? The king and queen sends out the pages and the knights, but I feel that this queen is very excited to share the Knight of Wands, share the passion, share the creativity, share the knowledge. She'll get your juices going. Okay. She's so excited. She's putting on her hair. I felt the energy of like, you know, instead of like just pinch me, am I awake? It's like just pull my hair. I just see. So the devil's assisting behind the scenes. It's like fucking with your wishes, fucking with your desires. How do you feel about this situation? Well, okay. Magic. Because I feel masculine, feminine energy coming together here. Oh, we've got two cards. Thank you for showing me. But this is like joining forces. Masculine, feminine energy. Just like the true love connection here. Let me just cover this one up here, you see? So you know that there is a connection here. Now, the Two of Wands, we'd say, I want to say like the card of manifesting. You both got a magician's wand here, but or a magic wand. It was given to you from the divine. So how you feel about this situation? You know that there's a connection. You know that there's a magic between you. You've seen the signs. Hello, Spotty Pony. Good morning, good afternoon, darling. Good morning, I think it is for you. And how you feel about this situation? Could make beautiful magic together. Oh, this card looks a bit sad. Four of Swords. Now, this is a card of resting and healing. But look, it's like a scar. He's got a scar for his eyes. For his eyes, well. It's like he's not got starry eyes. He's got kind of... He's been hurt. I'd say by this energy here. This cruel energy. Making you feel as if, like, maybe you want to die. You know, start again. It's not really want to die. You just want another opportunity to go again, don't you? Okay. And not, like, have to deal with the bullshit. That you're going to have to deal with to get to that place where you can start again. So, how you feel about this situation? It's like there was magic there. It's like it was true love. I say this masculine's feeling as if it's like his life has disappeared. There's been a death to him, to like his soul. Four of Swords. Okay. He needs to rest. He's tired. Tired of fighting. You know, like when you come out with like war wounds, scars, reminders of what you've been through. How does this affect others? I don't like this energy much. Takes me to this karmic energy here, to be honest with you. How does this affect others? Well, it's affecting you because it's stopping. Well, it does affect others because it stops them from moving on. If you're not changing the situation, or the situation is not changing, nothing changes if nothing changes. So I felt like the very karmic energy here, it's like the card of moving on. It's like she's blocking you from moving on. Hopes or fears? Well, you're going to get eaten by the crocodiles. You need to have strength and not be afraid. I feel like the crocodiles are coming for you. The alligators, crocodiles. Just a very dark home. It's the 10 of coins, which is meant to be your legacy. There's a red room in there. It's like wanting some passion. So it's a very, very dark house, but it's like residing within this house is a very passionate energy. Wanting more than this. It's not a very colourful card. But there is a rainbow. There is a legacy. There is a path to follow. And it starts with your passion. Outcome? The Tower. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. So Rapunzel was kept up in the tower by a very possessive, certainly she was her mother, so a very possessive feminine. Wouldn't allow you to let your hair down. Well, only if like they could climb up and down it. But she got rescued. It was joint effort. Look, she had to throw down her hair, didn't she? So that the knight could climb up it. And so what did the evil witch, we call it that, evil witch do? She cut off Rapunzel's hair. But where there's a will, there's a way. Rapunzel escaped. The prince rescued her. Or did she rescue the prince? The Tower moment is the outcome. Interesting reading. Should we go to the Divine Feminines deck? Because I have them on the table. Feels like you need a miracle. Or you're asking for a miracle. Ask and you shall receive. $23.32 then, that's a mirror on the counter. So 23 would take me obviously to a 5, add them together, and 32 is a 5. Going through the transition. You're both going through the transition, but there's going to be a point where you realise that you are each other's asset. Nice feeling. Okay. What's the system behind the scenes? It's like all spirits have come out to, it's like to keep this devil energy away from you progressing. Have a look, they're kind of like skeleton figures here. They're pulling the devil back. Let's have a look at these cards. I was going to have a drink. Does look more like the House of Horrors, doesn't it? I was looking at my Halloween mug. But I'm sure I will get a card. Lakshmi, the goddess of abundance. I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. So this red energy here that's inside this tower, really, well, castle. There's a tower there. But I was taken to like the trail of money here, the abundance. Lakshmi, let's read about Lakshmi. Feel a bit tense around the shoulders. 72. I went up to 76. The goddess of devotion. 72. Lakshmi. Who she is. Lakshmi personifies the splendour and affluence that arrives when we align our every action with what the soul desires most for us. Reverence for the Hindu goddess Lakshmi dates back to the first millennium BCE. She is known as the goddess of wealth, fortune, and prosperity. Her name is derived from the Sanskrit root lax and laxa, meaning to know, understand, or to have a goal. She is the wife of the Hindu god Vishnu and has many festivals that are celebrated in her honour. In the ancient Indic epic, the Ramayana, Lakshmi is said to have miraculously sprung from the foam of an ocean of milk churned by the gods. Lakshmi is often pictured in her iconography holding the lotus. This is symbolic of the fact that great beauty arises from the dark richness of the earth under any circumstances. All that's needed is the auspicious or divine timing for the lotus to come into bloom. Her essence, then, is about understanding the goal in life, to realise the abundance of the soul. When your soul selects her card, abundance looks different to each of us. Some people have incalculable material wealth, but are bereft of a sense of purpose, of a greater vision for their life, and so are left feeling lost. While others are considered poor in financial wealth, but walk around radiating love and the kind of light that has an inestimable worth. Lakshmi is the auspiciousness that begins to bloom in our life when we align our every action with the work our soul has come here to do. Lakshmi reminds us of the ultimate goal, which is not making money, but being able to know our true bliss. What makes us feel lit up like a glow stick? Okay, it's a question. What makes us feel lit up like a glow stick while we're doing it? What work doesn't feel like work at all? Lakshmi is a wink to find that vocation, that bliss, so that what is within us comes into full bloom through something we can do and show the world. Lakshmi represents both the gold we can hold in our hands and the gold we can become by doing work that feeds our soul. She is the reminder that true abundance doesn't come from our bank statement. It comes from a state of mind we enter when we know we are contributing great worth to the world in the effort of becoming more love. That's beautiful. Willed style. Hi, how are you doing now? You love this? I love this. You're best to just love it, really. Love it all. Do you really like it? Is it wicked? We're loving it, loving it, loving it. We're loving it like that. Ooh. Okay, just love it all. Messages from your angels. You're getting me back into Lakshmi again. Well, that's good. Get back into that energy, the goddess of abundance. I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. Melina, you are confused and indecisive because you do not have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. So the challenge here is true love for lovers. But there is indecision here. So we've got Melina. It's taken like Merlin. This is like the witch that has the little jewel with Merlin in Sword and the Stone. Okay. It's like having a little competition. Who can outbeat the other? Who can out magic the other? We've got the yin yang here. I drift in and out. It's nice. The ebb and flow. Melina. So it's like we're not asking Merlin, we're asking like the feminine, the divine feminine here. That side, Melina. Tell me more, tell me more. Does he get very far? Well, you have felt like you are chasing your tail, looking at this option, then that option, and this indecisiveness is exhausting you, dear one. The reason why you're confused is that you do not have enough information to make an informed decision. So I feel that's why the devil's working behind the scenes. It's kind of like it's going to give you loads of information. Okay, you're going to really get to see the truth. True colours. Get to see people's true colours. So the reason why you're confused is that you do not have enough information to make an informed decision. Your choices appear too similar right now. But once you conduct additional research, your decision will become more clear. First, begin by asking God and the angels to enter your dreams and give you more information. Then ask your feelings to give you guidance. This means imagining what it would feel like to make this decision. Then imagine what it would feel like to make the other choice. Go deep within and notice how your body reacts as you try on the different options. If your gut or jaw tightens, this is a sign that something isn't right. If your heart flutters with warmth, this is a sign that you are on the right path. Before making your final decision, seek the counsel of wise friends and teachers whose experience and intuition can help you. So are we coming very close to making that final decision? Before making your final decision, seek the counsel of wise friends and teachers whose experience and intuition can guide you. Let's get another message from here. I can sit here all day. Shakti, I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. The energy here of there is a path to follow with the rainbow effect. Look, it's even the same colours here. I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. How nice. I don't even think they're my hairs. They don't seem to be long enough to be my hairs. Okay. Excuse me. The test. It's like the test is in the chest today. Okay. I gotta get through this. I gotta get through this. You're gonna make it through. It'll be okay. Be okay on the other side. Shakti, you have been through turmoil and your soul is tired. So this is this energy here. Your mind craves peace and quiet, and I'm here to help you with that desire. I will give you new opportunities to spend time alone, where you can relax your mind and heart. I will bring tranquility to your soul so that you can mirror the peace of mind that is your true divine nature. Like the angels, you are able to hover within the eye of any hurricanes that may swirl around you right now. Through breath and intention. Where is this field of intention? Okay. It's everywhere. Where is it not? I think was the answer. This inner foundation, let's go back. Through breath and intention, you can stay centered no matter what's happening in your life. This inner foundation of peace has a powerful healing effect. Your outer life soon reflects your inner peacefulness. Good morning, Bond. Good morning from Canada. Bella's put some rainbows there. A rainbow. Bella, rainbows on your sleeves, Bella. Good morning, Angie. Talk to me. My masculine is floating in between minimal communication and silence. I think he is balancing and integrating. His energy feels good despite his inability to come in at this time. It's very interesting. Thank you for sharing that, Angie. Bond, good morning. Good morning, Canada. Yes, yes. Your outer life soon reflects your inner peacefulness. Smooth roads are ahead for you, and the worst is behind you now. A peaceful outcome to this situation is assured. Still got quite a few cards left to play with. Angels of Light cards. Generosity is what's left in the... Oh, and another card. Generosity is in there. And abundance. We'll read those two. Generosity first. Generosity is a quality of spirit. It is rejoicing in the good fortune of others, even when you have nothing to celebrate yourself. So that is the energy of Lakshmi here. It is rejoicing in the good fortune of others, even when you have nothing to celebrate yourself. It is an attitude of mind, which means that you are happy to give without expecting in return. And you're happy to do that. I feel like the Divine Feminine's like very happy to give all this love without expecting anything in return. She knows that like attracts like. So it is an attitude of mind which means that you are happy to give without expecting in return. Drawing this card invites you to be generous-hearted and indicates that you are ready to aspire to this noble quality. Angel wisdom suggests that you give of yourself freely, openly, and lovingly. The rewards for generosity are great, for all that you give from an open heart is returned to you multiplied. Affirmation, I am generous-hearted. And then we've got abundance. Where did the abundance card go? I put Lakshmi on top of it, look. The goddess of abundance. All good today. That's good to hear, Bond. Okay, 7:21 AM. Abundance. It is time for your life to flow with prosperity, love and success. You draw from the limitless universal pool according to your belief in how much you deserve. Angel wisdom is reminding you now to believe in yourself and trust that you deserve more. Then you will attract abundance and the true riches of life. To feel surrounded by love, open your heart to others. Choose to do what fulfills you most, and the angels will bring you joy, satisfaction and success. So what do you need to do? You need to choose to do what fulfills. Get the words out. Okay. Choose to do what fulfills you most. And the angels will bring you joy, satisfaction and success. Enhance your prosperity by receiving graciously, giving out willingly, and saying thank you for everything. Enjoy all you have and more will come to you. Affirmation: I deserve love, prosperity and success. I don't know if it was last night or the night before. Might have been last night, I'm not sure. But myself and Jamie, my daughter's partner, we said thank you to like the fire that we were burning outside for the heat and just the beautiful flames. And I was like, thank you for this lovely fire. And Jamie went, yes, thank you. And it literally popped a piece of like wood out. I said, it just answered. I was like, oh wow. That's what it took me to say thank you for everything, to everything. Let's have a look. We'll go back to, can somebody give me a number, please? Thanks. Up to 240. Bella's already given me a number. I just want to read a little bit from the book. Who's giving me a number? 57. Thank you. I love that number, Bond. 57. 61's turned down here, but we'll go to 57. 61 is dog-eared. 57. Okay. Let's read about this beautiful woman here, although I may struggle with pronouncing her name. But a beautiful woman born in India in 1923 called Shri Mataji Naimali Devi arrived here on earth in a fully realised state and lived in the ashram of Mahatma Gandhi, who often consulted her on spiritual questions. This is interesting because I felt the energy of like the masculine going to like the feminine. Perfectly picked, Bond. Good afternoon, original. Hello, darling. 211. I will get there. Let me read about this part. Okay, so a beautiful woman born in India in 1923 named Shri. Let's say that. Arrived here on earth in a fully realised state and lived in the ashram of Mahatma Gandhi, who often consulted her on spiritual questions. She spent her life working for peace and discovered a simple method through which all people can receive their self-realisation. She teaches Sahaja Yoga and has never charged for this instruction. She emphasises the following points. I think it's interesting to emphasise that she has never charged for this instruction. She emphasises the following points, which are a perfect summary on this chapter on connecting to intention. You cannot know the meaning of your life until you are connected to the power that created you. You are not this body. You are not this mind. You are the spirit. This is the greatest truth. You have to know your spirit, for without knowing your spirit, you cannot know the truth. Meditation is the only way we can grow. There is no other way out, because when you meditate, you are in silence. You are in thoughtless awareness. Then the growth of awareness takes place. Connect to the power that created you. Know that you are that power. Commune with that power intimately. And meditate to allow that growth of awareness to take place. A great summary indeed, from a fully realised being, no less. Okay. 211. So I'm taking like 2 and then 1, 1, bringing us to a 2 again. So not 22, but 2, 1, 1. Okay. Source sending you someone. Well, we've kind of gone to, we're halfway through step 5. So I'll read that because I said it was like 23:32 on the counter. And that kind of took me to like 2 5s. So if we're halfway through step 5, I'll start at the beginning of step 5. Take the path of least resistance. I use the word resistance here, as I have several times in part 2 of this book. Thoughts such as the following are actually a form of resistance to having your intentions manifest. Why should I be treated any better than all of those others who are still waiting for Mr. Right? I tried this before and a real idiot came into my life. These are thoughts of resistance that you're placing right. I've missed out some. I do apologise. Hold on. So thoughts such as the following are actually a form of resistance to having your intentions manifest. This stuff isn't practical. I can't just materialise my ideal person by my thoughts. Why should I be treated any better than all of those others who are still waiting for Mr. Right? I tried this before and a real idiot came into my life. These are thoughts of resistance that you are placing right in the way of source sending you someone. So I've got that first part there. So that's like one side of the, it's halfway through 5, so one side of the 5. And then the other side, it's like source sending you someone. So there's resistance there. Source sending you someone. Resistance is lowered energy. Source is high, creative, expansive energy. When your thoughts are low energy vibrations, you simply can't attract the high energy people you need or desire. Even if they came rushing up to you, announcing, "Here I am, how can I serve you? I'm willing and able," and carrying a sign saying, "I'm yours," you wouldn't recognise or believe them while you're so busy trying to attract more of what you can't have and don't deserve. Okay. That's what 211 is about. Let's carry on. Step 6. Step 6. Practice being the kind of person... I'm going to read like your whole page, 211, because I started there with half of step 5. Are you ready? Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? So you're hanging on the edge of your seat. Another one bites the dust. Practice being the kind of person you wish to attract. This is step 6. As I've touched on before, if you want to be loved unconditionally, practice loving unconditionally. If you want assistance from others, extend assistance whenever and wherever you have the opportunity. If you'd like to be the recipient of generosity, then be as generous as you can, as frequently as you can. We had that, come on. Generosity. This is one of the simplest and most effective ways of attracting the power of intention. Match up with the forthcomingness of the universal mind from which everyone and everything originates, while extending it outward, and you'll attract back to yourself all that you intend to manifest. Step 7. Detach from the outcome and practice infinite patience. This is the crucial step of faith. Don't make the mistake of evaluating your intentions as successes or failures on the basis of your little ego and its time schedule. Put out your intention and practice everything that's written in this chapter and in this book, and then let go. Create a knowing within and let the universal mind of intention handle the details. Let me repeat that. Create a knowing within and let the universal mind of intention handle the details. Step 8. Practice meditation, particularly the japa meditation, to attract ideal people and divine relationships. Practice the repetition of the sound that is in the name of God as a mantra, literally seeing in your mind's eye the energy you're radiating, bringing the people you desire into your life. You will be astounded at the results. I've provided examples throughout this book of how the practice of japa meditation has helped people manifest their dreams almost like magic. And that just brings us back to this magic lamp, this reading. Magic. Like a magic spell, magic potion. Magic. It's a kind of magic. It's a kind of magic. Are we going to the Addams Family? Do-do-do-do. That's it, I think. I'm just having a peek. Should we just finish? There's 2 more steps. Let's do it. Step 9. Look upon everyone who has ever played any role in your life as having been sent to you for your benefit. In a universe, peopled by a creative, divine, organising intelligence, which I'm calling the power of intention, there are simply no accidents. The wake of your life is like the wake of a boat. It's nothing more than the trail that's left behind. The wake doesn't drive the boat. The wake is not driving your life. Everything and everyone in your personal history had to be there when they were. And what's the evidence for this? They were there. That's all you need to know. Don't use what transpired in the wake or the wrong people who showed up in your wake as a reason why you can't attract the right people today. It's your past, nothing more than a trail you've left behind. Step 10. As always, remain in a state of eternal gratitude. Even be grateful for those whose presence may have caused you pain and suffering. Let's repeat that. Even be grateful for those whose presence may have caused you pain and suffering. Be thankful to your source for sending them, and to yourself for attracting them to you. They all had something to teach you. Now be grateful for everyone God sends to your path, and know as a co-creator that it's up to you to either resonate with the high, loving energy of intention and keep those like energy. What's wrong with this step? What's wrong with this step? Everything's wrong with this step, isn't it? Because it's like having to do what you need to do so that you can live the life that you're really desiring to live. So even be grateful for those whose presence may have caused you pain and suffering. Be thankful to your source for sending them, and to yourself for attracting them to you. They all had something to teach you. Now be grateful for everyone God sends to your path, and know as a co-creator that it's up to you to either resonate with the high, loving energy of intention and keep those like energized people in your life, or to give them a silent blessing and a pleasant no thank you. And the emphasis is on the thank you, for that is true gratitude in action. Okay. We go to the Archangel Oracle cards. 5515 on the counter. Oh my goodness gracious me. Card's gone to the floor. It's gone in reverse as well. All is well in reverse. Okay. So we're still not believing that all is well. Archangel Jeremiah, everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to, with hidden blessings you will soon understand. Gratitude, yes for all, yes for all. All is well. Sometimes what appears to be a problem is actually an answered prayer in disguise. When we ask for help, heaven may dismantle the old to make room for the new. During this time of change, practice relaxation methods such as yoga, deep breathing, exercise and meditation. Ask me to make your transition smooth and harmonious for everyone involved, and know that this change is for the better. So working with Archangel Jeremiel, each Archangel has a specific aura colour. Jeremiel's is deep eggplant purple. When you see sparkles of dark purple light, this is one way to know that Jeremiel is with you. Each Archangel has a particular type of crystal aligned with their energy, and for Jeremiel, that crystal is the amethyst. When you wear an amethyst, you may feel even closer to Jeremiel's kind and loving energy. Angel therapy and then beloved one. I'm helping you with your spiritual soulmate connection. Okay, let's actually shuffle these cards and get a card out. Leadership. Archangel Gabriel. It is time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. I feel this could be speaking to you, Divine Feminine. You must plant some eggplant. My little garden seeds cracking with change during turning to sprouts. Leadership. Embrace your power in a loving way and use it for the greater good. I'll guide your actions so they inspire and motivate others. I'll also replace any self-doubt about your qualifications with an increased desire to serve. Help and teach. When your focus is more on how may I serve, then you won't worry what others may think about you. Focus upon your strength, the many lessons you've learned, and how good it feels to be a living example of following one's divine guidance. So working with Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel's name means God is my strength, and this phrase describes you as well. Regardless of your background, you have God's strength pouring through you at all times. Gabriel can help you fearlessly tap into this power. She'll reassure you that it's safe for you to be powerful and protect you in all ways. Gabriel's aura is copper, like her trumpet. When you wear the crystal stone citrine or the precious metal copper, you readily connect with her energy. We'll get a couple of cards, just a couple of cards from the Psychic Tarot, and we'll get this reading wrapped up. I want to go and enjoy the sunshine. Get that pussycat out there. He's calling for Tia to go out to play. Well, I take it that's what they're doing. He wants some fun. Come out. But she's asleep downstairs. But yesterday and today, he's been calling around the house. Destiny. So that's swirling around energy here. We have destiny. You are my destiny. Firm foundations. 4 pentacles. I said I was only going to get 2. I said a couple. I'm like, well, when does 3 become a couple? Balance. Yeah, needing to find the balance. Okay. It takes two to make a thing go right. Bottom of the deck, crown chakra, awareness. So let's finish with a message from the Mother Mary. I think we're done today for this reading. I think so. I bought a new citrine ring yesterday. I thought that said I bought a new crime. That's what I thought it said. Citrine ring. Did you? Original. That's interesting. Leadership. Let's finish with a message from the Mother Mary. Take that card. That's my hair. That's a bit of fluff. My chest feels just a little tight. Let's look at the card. Our Lady of the Inner Gate. I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. Just with the inner gate here. Right, let's read this message. Card number 19. My initiations are sacred, and no matter what appears to be happening in your life, I am behind it. I am always guiding you towards your heart, for within that sacred temple, the most precious treasure is kept. To obtain that treasure, you will need courage, trust and faith. I bestow my grace willingly upon you, my child, without restraint. You must provide the trust in me that gives you courage to take the journey. Your reward shall be riches beyond all imaginings. There is a teaching that it is easier to be grateful during a feast than a famine. In a similar way, perhaps judging on appearances alone, it can be easier to feel the presence of the divine behind the happy events of our lives or strokes of luck and good fortune, rather than in the challenge and loss. Yet the mother instructs us that she is just as much behind the challenges as she is behind the more obvious causes for celebration. What's going on behind the scenes? The devil. So how can this be? In her wisdom, she knows that of which we are capable. She knows what our heart can handle, how much heartbreak we can bear, in order to grow our heart into a powerful vehicle for divine compassion, bliss, and wisdom. She knows that sometimes the happier path will be of great benefit to us. She also knows that at other times, being granted all that we want in the way that we think we want it would actually prevent us from fulfilling our divine destiny and receiving our full spiritual inheritance. Whilst there will be many times in her journey with us that she guides us along a joyful path, there will also be times when her guidance leads us straight into what we most wanted to avoid. That might be loss or challenge, or a letting go that requires greater trust than we have ever had to summon before, or a need to endure great confusion as we let go of a life too small for us. We will grow through this transition into the larger life awaiting us. What gets us through these initiations is the understanding that she is not trying to harm us or punish us, but to bring us to life. Our Lady of the Inner Gate comes to us with a message. We are being initiated into the power of our own hearts. The heart creates a powerful magnetic field that can be felt within us and around us. As we grow spiritually, the electromagnetic field of the heart grows too, and our energetic influence can become important not only to immediate family members, but to whole communities with which we are involved. We can continue to grow in that heart power and become influential and sustaining to the world around us. This can even operate to the point that a country we are travelling in at any given time. So this can even operate to the point that a country we are travelling in at any given time will be impacted by our heart field through which the Mother's grace can flow. Whatever is happening in your life at the moment, whether joyful emerging or challenging descent into facing a fear, know that it is an initiation into your heart power. We move through these initiations by not resisting them, by staying present and being with what we feel. This might seem impossible, and yet it becomes possible with practice, patience, and a willingness to trust that it isn't some random suffering to try and get out of as soon as possible, but a pathway that is leading us somewhere truly valuable. Even if we are in dark times, we can know that Our Lady of the Inner Gate is guiding us, keeping a watchful eye on us and a guiding hand at our backs so that we can find our way into the deeper chambers of our hearts. This, of course, heralds a time when you are growing in spiritual power. Whether you are aware of this consciously or not, you are becoming a person of increasing energetic influence. If you have some natural sense of spiritual responsibility, you may worry about this, wondering if you are always putting out constructive vibrations. Do not fear. You do not have to be perfect. You just need to be yourself and trust. It is your trust in the divine that brings the most power to your heart emanation and the most healing to the world around you. It is your willingness to experience your life with growing trust that empowers the Mother to act through you and for others to be nourished by your presence. It is your trust that paves the way to the inner gate, opening it wide and allowing you to discover the treasure within your heart. It is the riches within that you are looking for always, even if you fantasize from time to time that you are desiring something else. Without the riches of the heart, anything else obtained soon enough shows itself to be an empty vessel. It is the fullness of life itself and all that it offers that shall open up to your heart as it becomes even more capable of receiving that precious gift through this process. So let's finish with this healing process and affirmation. Under a blanket of seemingly endless dark night sky, you wait patiently. A crescent moon softly glows, serene and pale. Suddenly there is an explosion of beautiful orange, red and yellow light, and the face of a beautiful woman emerges. She gazes down at you, starlight falling from her eyes into your heart. Receive this blessing now, and in your own time, complete the healing with the following affirmation. The inner gate of my sacred heart opens as I am initiated through the heavenly light of the Holy Mother. Great blessings and treasures are bestowed upon me, which I lovingly share with the world in her holy name. That's nice, that's beautiful. Right, I'm going now. I'll catch up with you guys soon. Let me just, did that kind of move just then. Happy eclipse on the 20th. Original the divine. I'm taking you around the charity shops at the moment, widening the collection. I had the urge to go to a charity shop today. I'm not sure if I will, but that's what I felt like doing. Bella, Mother is very present. I thought you was going to say Mother is very pleasant. She's both. Beautiful, thank you. You are so welcome. Okay, guys, have a fantastic day. Thank you, darling. Have a lovely evening. Oh, I've still got much more of the day left before we get to evening. Not sure. I think it's just gone 2 o'clock-ish. Maybe about coming up for 3. 2:30-ish? It's about 2:30-ish. So I'm going to go enjoy the sunshine. But I will have a beautiful evening as well. A lovely evening. I will catch up with you guys soon. So until then, take care.